was last night?
Not so fun. Slept like 2 or 3 hours. But one thing is for sure, this night or maybe tomorrow, we're gonna meet our baby. All right, we only have 2 more days until the due date, which feels insane. I don't know where time has gone. I am really starting to feel changes in my body. The last few nights, last night I didn't have, but last few nights before that, I've felt these kind of practice contractions that started to feel a little painful, not like unbearable or anything, but I feel like I got a taste of maybe what it's gonna be like. I've been knitting a lot, and a lot of the projects that I set out for myself to try to get sort of finished and things that I wanted to have like test knitted, I feel like I've been pretty productive. I don't know if it's something like that the pregnant brain also, I've gone maybe into a little bit of an overdrive. I feel in the last couple of weeks been extremely productive actually when I look back, so I think I should feel good about it and not stress, and I don't feel stressed at the moment. Yesterday I was just at home, not really doing anything, didn't leave the house at all. Today is really sunny, so me and Yuki, we're heading to a cafe actually in an area where we used to live. I'm gonna try to do some work, and also just because it's so nice with finally some sunshine after a very long winter. Ready for some photo shooting.
Hei, kuvaa mua.
Joo, hyvä.
Kuvamaan.
No. Another funny thing is that it's my birthday in exactly 1 week. So 12th of March is my birthday. So we've been joking about it that this year my birthday is gonna be such a small thing, like nobody, or I haven't even sort of really noticed or thought about it so much. But it's gonna be very interesting to see if the baby comes before or after that. Yuki thinks he's gonna come on the same day, so
Yeah, and I have then infinitive birthday present for you.
yeah. Yeah.
Every year, I'm
Every
just
year.
pointing the guy out. There's a
This
present.
is the present.
Just put a little bow tie on the head.
And then you only need to remember one birthday, but we'll see. We are back home. I've just been editing a vlog that is probably gonna be the last vlog pre-baby, which feels really strange to think that this bump here that I've been carrying along for past, well, not 9 months, but for the past like 4 or 5 months at least, it's been here. It's soon gonna be gone, and there's gonna be a little baby here. I just read through some DMs that people have sent me in response to a Instagram story I made, and it's, I don't know, made me a little emotional, just the amount of encouragement and support from all of the people that see my stories and follow me, and all the comments under these videos as well. I really appreciate it. It's really, really nice to read through them, and just gives me, like somebody said, like, you got this, and like those words, they really mean something now. Even though it's something that you might just say, and maybe before it's, or in another context, it wouldn't mean so much, but now it really, I mean, this is kind of like, I guess, giving birth and going into labor is kind of like the biggest thing, I think, probably in a woman's life, or one of the biggest things, at least, you can do, like physically and also mentally, I guess. Like there's probably gonna be like the before and after, and that's how life is gonna feel. So even though I have confidence in my body, I trust my body, but that's not to say that something could go wrong. But mostly I'm pretty laid back person. I feel I've prepared myself, so now I'm just gonna go with the flow. Okay, I think I need to watch a little bit of West Wing and knit a little bit to not to think about this too much. Good morning! It is the day before my due date and it is a sunny day. Feeling good, gonna go into the city, do some stuff. Oh, can't believe it's the day before the due date. I am wearing my Daydreamer cardigan that is being test knitted and my Grandma Core hood because it's a little bit chilly, but really nice weather.
How's it going?
It's going good. I definitely feel like a big tree trunk or whale or something. I walk like this. But it's gonna be strange to think that soon this is not gonna be here anymore. Soon it's gonna be outside instead. Wow. I just went to the post office to get my new stitches sweater that a sample knitter has knitted for me. It's so nice in these colors, and oh wow, it is really so nice to be able to use sample knitters for my existing designs. So to see my designs in colors that I wouldn't have time to knit myself. We took some photos and now we're gonna go to one of my favorite yarn stores. I think my mom is gonna come with me because I got a vision of the Daydreamer cardigan. I want to make it in a red color, so I think I'm gonna go get yarn for that. Maybe some other stuff. Yeah, very nice day. Last day before the due date. Gonna be fun to remember this. Been to the yarn shop. Oh, it's always so difficult to choose colors. Like, even though I go in with an idea and a vision for what I want, oh, that was slippery. It's still always when you're in there, you just get so tempted, like you want to knit everything with everything. But I ended up going with like pretty basic colors, things that I had thought about getting before. It was nice to just see my mom quickly, maybe the last time with the bump, and next time post bump. Yuki's newfound passion is cheese, and I have done a blind test for Yuki with 4 cheeses, and he doesn't know which one is which, and now he has to decide which one is the best.
Yeah. Surprising what they're so similar.
They're really similar.
Oikeet mun entinen lemppa.
Joo, nelonen.
Se on ihan voima. Joo.
Spendies. Good evening from the couch. It is 2 days past the due date. I came up here, took my knitting with me, the yellow cardigan I've been knitting, but suddenly got like really nauseous and started to feel like really bad, even though today I felt really good. I've had like some, I don't know, I guess there are still these kind of false contractions or practice contractions, I don't know what you call them, Braxton Hicks, that I felt a bit more painful, like couple of evenings now, but nothing like too bad. but definitely like this almost like period cramps kind of pain. And today we went out a little bit. I went to a yarn shop because I've been 2 days just at home. So I just felt like I need to get out of the house and wash my hair and like put on some nice clothes and things. But yeah, suddenly like start to feel like really bad. So I came up here, had to lie down a little bit. I think I feel a bit better now. Googled immediately. Somewhere it said it could be something like with hormones and that maybe like this could be a sign that labor is kicking in. I don't know. Funny thing was that with the due date that was on Thursday, so 2 days ago, even though I knew all the time that realistically it's just an estimate, shouldn't cling to it or rely on it, that anything will happen, but then when it came and went, somehow mentally that date, like 7th of March, was still so much like ingrained in my brain. So yesterday I felt like mixed emotions, a bit disappointed, kind of bored. But today again, I feel like I've accepted and moved on and just like realized, okay, like you can't plan. It will come when, or he will come when he comes, the baby. Yeah, don't feel super great right now, but we'll just see. Have to take it just moment by moment, I guess. It is around 3 a.m. in the morning, Sunday to Monday night. This morning I woke up at like 5:30 with really like painful contractions, and I've had them throughout all the day. They've gotten more intense, so now kind of just waiting to see if they will get even more intense and even more like shorter time span between them. I've called the hospital twice already to get like some advice, taken like hot showers, took some painkillers. They basically said that to then call again when it feels like that I can't be at home anymore. Oh, I think I'm gonna have a contraction now. It feels like really like a painful and intense like period cramp in my lower belly. Yeah, but exciting to see how long this is gonna take and when we're gonna be able to like actually go to the hospital and things will start.
Okay, how's it going?
Tired, but at the moment it's okay.
How was last night?
Not so fun. Slept like 2 or 3 hours, but now the contractions aren't coming as quick or as intense anymore. But now we'll just have to wait and see. And tomorrow is my birthday.
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh.
Superwoman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
We've been at the hospital now for 12 hours. We came in last night. I've just gotten some medicine for the pain, having pretty heavy contractions. I have like so many different wires and things coming out of me. Gonna try to take a nap right now. But one thing is for sure, this night or maybe tomorrow, we're gonna meet our baby. So it's getting closer, which is making me really happy. The medicine I just got is making me very drowsy and a little woozy, so I'm gonna try to relax and sleep a little bit. But very exciting. And today's my birthday. Very, very different birthday. A birthday that I'm definitely not gonna remember.
Yeah.
Say hello to... Oh, I'm not sure what we can call him it, but...
How are you feeling?
Good, tired. Can't believe this is really our baby. Feels very, very unreal still somehow. But very relieved and happy after a really long night of waiting for him.
Superwoman.
Yeah, we did it. You were good too.
Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover. I wanna be your lover. I don't want the games they play. It's not us, so we better stay. Is it real? Could this be a new beginning? My whole world falls apart with just the thought of you. But there's a fire in my soul that keeps me spinning. And screaming, now is the time to follow through. Follow through. We go undercover. I'll be your
It is now 3 weeks since I gave birth to our little cute boy. So I gave birth on March 13th, early in the morning at 6 a.m. in the morning. We ended up having a C-section after having been at the hospital. I think I was in the hospital for 2 nights trying to get the birth, they gave things to induce it, to kind of to start it chemically, even though it had already, like my body had started it. But then there were some complications that led then to the decision to have a C-section. So then in the morning, we finally got to meet our little boy, and 3 weeks have gone by in a really quickly, I feel, but at the same time it feels like so many things have happened, and sometimes minutes and hours have felt really long. Those days, especially spent at the hospital when we were waiting. So we went into the hospital, between like the night to Tuesday, so between Monday and Tuesday. So then my contractions started like properly kicking in on Sunday morning, and then like next night is when we went into the hospital during nighttime, and then spent 30 hours at the hospital before actually then getting our little boy in my lap. I definitely have some mixed emotions about the whole labor experience. I was I tried to have like a really open mind, and I knew that maybe C-section could be a very plausible possibility that that's how it ends up. And that wasn't like a problem, or it didn't disappoint me. No, Viggo, what are you doing? Viggo wants attention. Because me and my sister, we both came with C-section, but there were some complications that then led to that decision. So the baby's heart rate went kind of up and down for a long time. I had some complications, and I got a fever, and the placenta, is it called placenta in English? There was like a rupture in that, so there was some bleeding, and they didn't know for a long time what was going on, and so there were all kinds of like risk factors. That was also kind of scary at that time at the hospital, because we didn't really know, and they were really like monitoring really closely. So all of the staff and all of the people, or the healthcare workers, were doing such a good job. But of course, it was still quite stressful now when I think back to it, because there were just some things that weren't quite normal. And I've only kind of realized that also now, looking back at it, that it was pretty scary at times. But luckily we are healthy, and it's been a real roller coaster of emotions these weeks after, because there's so much new to learn. And I did finish. So this is the sweater that ultimately I was knitting. I knitted a little bit in the hospital, not a lot, and definitely not when kind of like waiting for the labor to kick in properly, because I was like hooked to all kinds of like machines and things that were monitoring like the baby's heart rate, and I don't know, maybe my heart rate. And anyways, I didn't have like the energy or capacity to knit then, but then the days that we stayed afterwards I did. So this is my basically perfect sweater, I'm calling it. Been wearing it a lot already, really like it, and of course there's so many memories now attached to it, and I'm gonna show you also some other things that I've been working on. Yeah, these 3 past weeks of motherhood have been really exhausting at some points, because I was very tired afterwards, and like recovering from the C-section. It also got infected, my wound. So that wasn't great. So there's been like lots of recovery. Now I feel pretty good, starting to get back to like normal. Of course, like not really able to really like lift heavy things and stuff like that, and taking my time, but it still feels nice to get a little bit of sense of normalcy and just like getting your body back in a sense. I think the most wonderful part has been to start feeling these intense emotions of affection towards this little person. In the beginning, it was very strange. It felt really absurd. Also because the whole like labor process, I was so tired when we finally got to see him and meet him. So that everything just went by like in a blur. But then the days after, and just looking at him and feeding him, just like these really strong emotions of just affection and love and wanting to just protect this little person. They've just gotten more intense and stronger, and that is really special. Then of course, like all the hormones, being tired. I've struggled a lot with feelings of not like knowing what to do, just like really, if he cries, like not knowing what to do to help. Sleeping, how are you supposed to sleep with a baby? Where do you have them? How do you hold a baby? Like everything is so new. So that has at times felt very challenging, but I think it gets easier as time goes by, as I adapt to my new role. Yuki is absolutely great. He's so chilled out. I'm more stressed about things. But I think it's also like a mind shift of realizing that now life, for a while at least, is very much on the baby's terms. And, not to, or I'm at least trying to not think that I have to achieve so much other things or be productive. It's nice to have those moments of knitting in between, like taking care of him. We've had like bad night's sleep, good night's sleep, still figuring it out. It also like changes from every day, I feel like. But the first week was like pretty good. Like he slept a lot. Second week, he's been crying quite a bit, and now he does cry quite a bit in the evenings. I think he has like some bubbles in his belly, like gas. So that's sometimes kind of stressful and just hurts like in your heart when you want to try to help this little person, but you can't really. But it's really exciting, sometimes very difficult, and moments of desperation, but I think that's all part of it. So just trying to wrap my head around it, and trying to adapt to this like new normal. But I wanted to show you some things that I've been working on. So this is the basically perfect sweater that I finished. I've already written the pattern for it, so it's gonna be going out for test knitting soon. Then the other thing, I just released the Daydreamer cardigan pattern, so I had fixed all of that before like giving birth. So the test knitting process was already in motion, so I just released that now, and I am working on a second sample in this bright red color, really, really adore this color. I've never knitted anything in such a like bright red. I'm using one strand of Cascade Wool 2020 and one strand of Filcolana Tilia. So this is gonna be a pretty warm sweater, but here in Finland, in Scandinavia, the summer is still quite cold, so I think it's gonna be fine. And it looks a little small right now, but I think this is gonna stretch out a lot when I block it. And also because I'm doing a size small now. When I've been pregnant, I've knitted so many oversized pieces. So I need now things that aren't as oversized. I want to have more kind of like a normal, regular fitted knits in my wardrobe now. For this one, I'm actually also filming a tutorial to go with the Daydreamer cardigan. So the pattern is already available. I'll link that below. And I am working on the tutorial that is going to come up hopefully in a few weeks if I get the time from all the baby stuff to do that. I actually also, I think I went into a bit of an overdrive the weeks before my due date and all that. So I launched Stripes Knit Along with Kika. And basically the idea is that you can knit any of my stripe patterns. So I have stripe pipe sweater, stripe pipe dress, then I have the Sailor Swift top and the Lola top. Is there anything else? I feel like there's a third one as well, or a fifth one, I mean. Anyways, those at least. You can knit, or any of my designs really, you could knit with stripes. So I've started to knit a stripe pipe sweater with some scrap yarns, like in a really fun, well, they're not really scrap yarns, they're yarns that I have like random skeins I've had. So this is as far as I've come. The knit along, it runs until end of April here still. So you still have some time to join if that's something you'd like to join. And I'm using here, like mostly I'm using, they are called Ulysses Dererum Natura. Yeah, Dererum Natura. They have such gorgeous colors. Really, really adore these colors that I'm working this with. And I'm pairing them with one strand of silk mohair because I happen to have of each of the shades that's silk mohair. Then also when I was waiting those days before the due date, I cast on a very, very intricate lace knit. Now you can't see it so well, but this is like super, super intricate. Like I need to look at the charts all the time. And I'm trying to go for like a boat neck, like so a very like a wide, really feminine, very romantic neck, which I've never tried before. It doesn't look like much now on the needle, but I think I did try it on like weeks ago and it looked really nice. Wow, it's like, now when I think about it, it's almost a month since I cast this on and it honestly feels like it was last week. Time, just these weeks with the baby has like days and nights become a mush and everything just kind of like goes like this, like I have no idea. Yeah. Anyways, this one really excited about, and but I'm taking my time with this. This is like really when I want to have something to engage my head in, and this was just before when I was just like waiting after the due date. I wanted to have something that was really engaging, that I really had to look at a chart, and then I had this like just stockinette stitch to kind of balance that out. I think it's nice to have projects like some that are very complicated that you really need to be invested in, and then some that you can just like knit and not think about it. And then I have one more that I've already shown in this video sneak peeks of. It's this one. It's a cardigan, this kind in a really, really nice shade of yellow, I think. This one was a very spontaneous project that I cast on, and I have like a really fun idea to make like a collar that is going to be pretty wide. So really looking forward to finishing the body section of this so I can then try out my idea. And for this one, I am using one strand of Sunday's Garden Coast together with one strand of Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the color Elderflower. And yeah, I've been on a mission to knit cardigans this year, and I've definitely succeeded in that. I think I have knitted the Pride and Pearls cardigan, then I have the Daydreamer cardigan, made the Darling cardigan, and now I have this new cardigan. So definitely filling up my knit stash with some cardigans. I've only been now in this new role of being a parent and a mom for 3 weeks, but safe to say it is a big adjustment, and I don't know exactly what the future holds. Definitely know that have so much less time to do my own projects. Now Yuki and the baby went out for a walk. It's a really sunny day. But I'm hoping it will just make me, you know, more effective also with the time that I do have. I honestly have for quite a few years already now felt like, you know, I have all this time for myself. I'm very used to having this time and this freedom, especially being an entrepreneur and kind of doing my own thing. So I kind of try to welcome that, like this new chapter. And even though at times it feels like, I mean, I've had, to be honest, some nights when the baby was just crying, I was really tired and overwhelmed and not knowing what to do. I just felt like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And kind of missing, you know, my old life, thinking like, oh, it was so nice, everything was so good. But those moments, they come and they go, because then there's, you know, when I feed him and look at his cute little face and just this kind of helpless little creature that is just so dependent on, you know, me and Yuki. I mean, that is pretty priceless. So, and then of course all those feelings go away of feeling like, oh, what have I done? But I think that's maybe part of the process and part of this realization that the life before in that way is probably, life is just different now. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I didn't go too much into details about like the whole birth and all of that, just because I'm still kind of processing it. Let me know if you'd like to see a video of that, like really talking about like more about the pregnancy specifically. Like this is still a knitting channel, so even though I include all these like more personal stories and these vlogs, because I really enjoy like making them and having them as memories and sharing it with you. But then there's like still that I'm trying to figure out like how much to share. Still, knitting is still like the main thing over here. So, but maybe if there's some of you that would like to hear more about the whole experience of like the pregnancy and, you know, giving birth and all that, maybe I could make like a dedicated video about that. But still, I hope you enjoyed this. Gonna definitely see more of the baby on this channel probably as well, and I'm still gonna try to make videos as much as I possibly can, like sneak in like a few little moments of working here and there between being a mom and not like taking any pressure on myself and not being like too harsh with like deadlines and things. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to see you in our next one. Happy knitting, and as always, you can come and say hi. I'm over at kika on Instagram, where I do share a lot of behind the scenes and things I'm working on. And I hope to see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.